spoke, and welcome back to another edition of the Proper Thought Series right here on the old TPOT YouTube page. I'm your host, X, of course, but you knew that already. That's why y'all black asses are here. Now, as promised, I told y'all I would keep y'all updated on what's going on with the Shanquella Robinson case. I came across a few news stories, and I'm going to go ahead and give y'all an update on them. All right? So, let's get at it. Well, all right. Here we go. This is the most recent report from WBTV. That's a local TV station here in Charlotte. You know, they're an affiliate of CBS, so they're pretty reliable. They are a real news station. They're not a YouTube page. So let's go ahead and listen to what Mrs. Grantham has to say here. And fair use, Negroes. Fair use.
New details on Shanquella Robinson's death. The Charlotte woman died while on vacation in Mexico at the end of October. Her friends returned home, but she didn't. This new information is from Metropolimex, a local news outlet in Mexico.
So the Mexican authorities are now looking into it. I guess they're trying to, I don't know, compensate for their earlier incompetence over there concerning this girl's death, but we continue.
Article is, of course, written in Spanish, so all information is coming from a translation of that article. But the news outlet says the report from Mexican authorities shows a doctor came to the hotel and tried to revive Shanquella around 3:15 p.m. on October 29th. Her friends told the doctor she drank a lot of alcohol. The article goes on to say that the doctor advised her friends to take her to a clinic, but they refused and requested she be treated on site.
Now, the doctor said take her to a clinic. They said no. Why? Why would they refuse a doctor saying take her to a clinic? Why would they refuse that? But we continue.
Well, 2 hours later, the doctor says that she had a seizure and a friend called 911. Her breathing and pulse stopped, so the doctor tried to revive her, and the article says she was pronounced dead just before 6 o'clock that night. Now, the report lists cardiopulmonary arrest as the reason police were called. Metropolimex also reports the FBI is investigating the omission of information from authorities and doctors because the official autopsy report, well, it doesn't match the police report. As you might know, it has been widely reported across America now. The autopsy says her cause of death was a spinal cord injury. And then, of course, there's this video that appears to show Robinson getting beat up before her death. It has gone viral. Well, the news outlet in Mexico names the person who appears to be hitting her and the person they say was taking the video.
Yep. We know those names, right? TPOT. You don't even have to mention them here. We know who they are. I told you about this the other day. But we continue.
No one has been charged yet, but the news report says both people are being investigated. Now, when we first spoke with Shanquella Robinson's parents a few weeks ago, they told WBTV that her friends' stories didn't match up.
Of course they didn't. Negroes cannot get their stories straight, even when they sit down and practice them. There's always going to be inconsistencies. Always. All right? A lie has a very short shelf life. I repeat, a lie will always have a very short shelf life. The walls are closing in on these Negroes. And of course, they're nowhere to be found. They were very visible online, even showing up at this woman's mom's house. But ever since this video has surfaced, ever since the autopsy has surfaced, all of a sudden, Negroes are invisible. TPOT. They are in the wind. Some reports have even said that some of them have fled to other states. There's been reports that One of them went to Ohio, they are in the wind. But it's just a matter of time, man. It's just a matter of time until they're caught out there. And I'm pretty sure by now, people know where they live. The authorities know where they live. And even the news outlets know where these people live. So there's not going to be too much running. There's not. And I'm about to show y'all in a few moments what happened when one of these reporters tried to locate one of these people at their house. Actually, I believe they tried to locate two of them. Unsuccessfully, of course. But we continue. Fair use, Negroes. Fair use.
WBTV has not independently confirmed this, but we are working to get our hands on that police report written by authorities in Cabo.
All right. So we're going to jump here to this other news report. And like I said a few moments ago, they actually tried to get in contact with some of these people who were with this young lady over there in Mexico. And y'all are going to get to see what happens. So let's get at it. Fair use, Negroes. Fair use.
But several questions remain about what happened to Shanquella Robinson. Many of those questions take aim at the group of friends that were with her when she was mysteriously found dead.
Oh, they were not her friends, white lady. They were not her friends. But we continue.
Today, WBTV's Siobhan Bryan went to the homes of some of those people who reportedly joined her on that trip.
Shanquella Robinson is now in her final resting place, but her family simply can't find peace with so many questions remaining about what really happened to her that turned a vacation to tragedy. The sound of a doorbell camera, but otherwise silence.
Oh, yes, silence. Boy, they looked out there, boy, and saw that news report and those cameras. They knew what was good. Because if anybody is in that house, they are not answering that door, whether it be their mother, their father, their sister, the dog. Nobody is answering that door. They're not. Because, see, they already know what it is. They know what it is. Why do you think everybody's silent? They already know what it is. They already know that they've been caught in multiple lies, a plethora of lies. They know it. So now they're saying nothing. Now, they didn't have the wherewithal to just shut the hell up before. But now that the lies that they told are slowly being unraveled, now everybody's silent. Everybody's invisible. These Negroes are idiots. All right? These Negroes are idiots. They know what happened to that woman over there in Mexico. They tried to come here, cover it up. Too stupid to do that. Now they realize they done screwed up. So what are they doing? Trying to run, trying to hide. I mean, you killed somebody, man. Now, I don't know who killed her. I don't know who landed the death blow. But what I do know is that she was attacked over there. All of us know that. So, if there's nothing to hide, why are all of you in hiding? But we continue. Fair use, Negroes. Fair use.
As I tried to visit two of the people who joined Shanquella on what would be her final vacation. These friends reportedly told her parents she died from alcohol poisoning in Cabo, Mexico. We now know an autopsy revealed a cracked spine.
We now know that these losers are also liars. But we continue.
This after a disturbing video, now viral, appears to show the 25-year-old involved in a fight.
It doesn't appear to show anything, news reporter lady. What it shows is this girl being pummeled and not fighting back, and it also shows Negroes in the room recording it, is what it shows. Madam. But we continue. Fair use, Negroes, fair use.
This weekend, hundreds attended her funeral at Macedonia Baptist Church. Activist Tamika Mallory spoke at the service, promising to help solve the mystery of her untimely death as her family awaits answers and justice.
Losing a loved one in the heinous way in which has happened to Shanquella.
Uh-oh, Tamika Mallory is there. Uh-oh. Or should I say, uh-oh. But we continue.
There probably will never be peace for them, but there cannot just be an unopened situation. It has to be closed with truth, and it has to be that there is accountability for those who are responsible for her death.
I agree with Miss Mallory on this one. There has to be some truth. These people have to be brought to justice for what they did to this young lady. I think she went over there unsuspectingly, thinking she was going to go over there and have a good time. There's been some reports that some money was stolen from her. There's also been some reports that she furnished a lot of the trip. So not only did they get her over there, man, and we know for sure one person attacked her. Not only did they get over there and attack her, it's looking more and more like they were manipulating and using her before that. But we continue. Fair use, Negroes, fair use.
And a GoFundMe for the family has surpassed its goal, raising more than $350,000. This as the family continues to press for answers, both from Mexican investigators and the FBI. And WBTV will, of course, stay on top of this evolving investigation and bring you updates along the way on air and on WBTV.com.
Thank you, news lady. Yeah, we'll be keeping you up to speed on it as well. As the reports come in, we'll try to get them to you whenever we can. We're going to stay on top of this, man, because we want to know what happened, man, simply for the simple fact that this was tragic, man, and this was wrong. All right? This was wrong, and this is one instance where you got black people doing something to another black person, and now they're lying about it, and now they're hiding. Now no one can be found. Because I know if it was my daughter, she's like the same age as my daughter, I'd want to know what the hell happened to my daughter over there with those Negroes. I would want to know. So once again, man, we're going to stay on top of this, man. Just check back with TPOT, man, and we'll bring you the stuff as we can, man, because we're here. All right, we're in North Carolina, so as we see it, we'll bring it to y'all. All right? I appreciate y'all coming through, man. You could have spent your time anywhere. You decided to spend it here, and it is appreciated. I don't take your good folk lightly, man. I never have, and I never will. You got my word on that. So, with that, I will leave you good folk with 3 words, you know, like I always do. Open your mind. Peace, folk. Only from TPOT Media. Open your minds.